Welcome back to another video. I'm Matthew from Matthew's Lawn Care. Make sure to like, subscribe so you can tune in to more videos like these. Check out our website. We do landscaping, tree removal, fence building, everything in between. Today, let me show you what's going on. Beneath me was grass. Now it was removed by this machine right here. So this is a sod cutter. It has a blade underneath down here, which cuts underneath the top surface of the grass. So you can set the depth. We set it to a few inches here, and then we're actually able to cut the grass out, and then you can roll the grass out like a ho-ho or a little Twizzler, and then remove it, finish the final pieces there, and then you have dirt right here. This was a task for us because they're going to build a deck out here, and they wanted the underneath of the deck just to be bare mineral soil. They're going to put pier blocks and get it ready for a deck extension. So some of the stuff we do is helping the property owner prepare for another project on site. We're not going to build the deck, but we're getting it ready so the deck could be built. And again, this is a sod cutter. Super cool machine. If you need to remove grass, especially more than a small area, they try to do this by hand. Shovels, pickaxe, it's a lot of work compared to one of these. So that is a pile that we're gonna remove, and then this area will be fully complete. Let me show you some other areas that we got going on today. Doing some property cleanup, property maintenance, and then getting some areas ready so that the owner can re-establish her property. It was recently purchased this year, so she's trying to make her own zone out here. So previously you might have seen a video where we cleared out this big space in the middle there. Now we're clearing out these garden beds and clearing out more brush way back there. You can probably hear the chainsaw in the background. They're cutting out more brush just to make more space in this backyard. So by pushing the perimeters a little bit further back, even 5 feet on each side, really makes you feel like you have much more breathing room, more sunlight, especially hedging the perimeter of deters some animals like skunks or raccoons or rats hiding out in the midst of your backyard. So let me show you a couple things that we're doing specifically. The client asked us to remove these garden beds. So this is kind of what it looks like halfway done. We just kicked these off and by hand shoveling into a wheelbarrow and hauling it to this little ravine that we're filling in. And then afterwards, we're gonna pull out the weed mat, and then this will be able to be a yard again. Maybe grass seed will be planted. But step one, our phase one was just to remove the planter boxes. And then the property owner might have us back to plant something or plant grass or something. So the next part of today's project is filling in this ravine with a lot of the dirt from these garden boxes. It looks like it was not soil used in the garden boxes. It was actually dirt, like top soil from the ground, which is so rock hard. So by putting the dirt in here, it's gonna solidify and compact. If it was soil like potting soil, it wouldn't be the best just to throw in the ravine. But since it's dirt, then I think it's totally acceptable. Over here to the next. Removing a lot of branches. This plant is vicious. It's called a cotoneaster. We see it all the time. It'll grow so quick and so easily. If you just go like that. Okay, where's some soft ground here? Promise you this does work. Just like that, that's all it needs to just grow. And then soon, in 2-3 years, be taller than me. In 5 years, be 4 times the size of me. It can grow 6 feet a year. It's called a cotoneaster. It's super intense. The other side is kind of silver. It's got green on the top, and then produces these little flowers that you think are so cute. It's a menace of a plant. Probably brought from Europe, but we won't go there. You can check out some of the actual action over here. Keen's on the chainsaw. He's been chopping a whole bunch of little trees in here. We're trying to clear some distance around this telephone pole. And this is kind of a big bulk of what we're doing today. removing brush is what we do pretty often. Right there, that's what we do all the time. Bring brush to a tarp out to the truck, and then haul it away. So it's the last spot of today's mission, is to clear this fence line a little bit. So our client is building a fence over here. Right now, just a temporary fence, but soon, in the next weeks to months, we're gonna have a 200-foot plus fence along this whole side. And so sometimes landscapers like us are called in for phase one. Let's get the space a little bit open. So we hedge it, we weed whack it, we create space, because right here is gonna be the fence line. So you can see that if I was the fence, I'm being attacked by black bears and ferns. So we're gonna hedge this to allow the fence builders to come in and put posts in and be able to build a fence. And then further, phase two, we'll do a big clearing of all this and then be ready for 200 plus feet of fence posts, which it goes further down than we can even see into the woods. So there'll be a lot of clearing needing to be done. And so phase one, our phase, is to hedge it, push back the brush, and then let it be accessible for a new fence. And oh, I think I said that was the last one, but truly the last thing we're doing here is removing some of these. Now, I forget exactly what this flower is called. They're everywhere, they grow quick, but they also die quick. So you've got bulbs here, you just plant that, dry it, plant it, and then it's ready to go. But they grow, then they die, and then they turn brown. So you can see it's all along the fence line there. We're gonna take all that out from the fence and then do a little perimeter clear around the house. And that should do it for the day. Some brush clearing, sod cutting, perimeter house maintenance. And we got 6 people here right now. So a lot of hands and a lot of different things and tools right now, but we're getting it done. Make sure to like, subscribe for more videos like this. Tune into my website, check out everything we do. We got a big crew. We're landscape contractors, fence building contractors. We can do it all. If you have a property or backyard, let us know.